event of this year's Thunder Show is flying above us. As you guys said, you recognize that sound anywhere.
The main event. That is impressive.
The Harrier is one of the more unique aircraft we have in our military arsenal.
That thing's going to set off some car alarms, I have a feeling.
Well, give him some time here. He's going to start putting on a really good show. That we were talking to a little earlier, he has a kind of a limited range, but for the Harrier, it works near the front line, so it doesn't have to fly hundreds of miles up to the area where it has to be employed. So it actually works really well and works in tight conditions, so it can land just about any place that's a flat surface and can operate where the Marines need it. And that's the unique capability of this airplane, is that it does its job exactly where the Marines need it and the position and the conditions that it's working in. So just watch this guy. He's going to put on a really good show, and he's just getting started. Carries a wide range of weapons, and when I was down at Eglin, we actually did a test with the British Harrier, where he was launching an AMRAAM missile, which is basically a beyond visual range missile, mostly carried on the Raptors and the F-15s and the F-16s. And it was basically a test to determine if it could actually carry this weapon, which it could. It can launch it from quite a distance. The limitation for the Harrier is that radar is not really a long-range radar to maximize the employment of the AMRAAM missile.
Put that in perspective, though, the thrust that they're generating. 22,000 pounds of thrust. What does that mean to the common folk?
For the common folk, if you have an airplane that can have max performance, like the F-16 has a greater than 1-to-1 thrust-to-weight ratio. So the engine actually produces more thrust than the airplane weighs. That means it can actually maintain or accelerate going uphill, depending upon what's going on. I was flying an F-16, for example, similar to the Harrier in the thrust-to-weight ratio capability, is that the F-16, I was flying and taking off. I hit, by the end of the runway, which is a 9,000-foot runway, I was going 500 miles an hour.
Wow.
I pulled straight into the vertical, and when I got to 15,000 feet, I only lost 30 knots of speed. So I was going 460 knots. So that, when you talk thrust-to-weight ratio, that means the airplane won't slow down very much when it's doing a lot of vertical maneuvering. It has a lot of thrust relative to the actual weight of the aircraft. So the Harrier has a very good thrust-to-weight ratio, and it also has the vertical takeoff and landing capability, which makes it the unique vehicle that it is, with the capabilities for the Marines.
Of course, that thrust, that's where it really translates into. Not so much in speed, although it can get up there with knots, but that thrust is really important in that vertical takeoff and landing capability, as you talked about, Paul. That real organic capability that it brings to the Marine Corps leadership on the ground, close to the front lines. They don't have to call and wait on Air Force support or carrier support. They have those jump jets parked right there with their Marines in organic fashion. So that's what that jet brings to the fight.
While we're oohing and awing over the Harrier, John Belsky is down on the waterfront with folks that are getting a close-up view as well. John?
Rick, I tell you what is an amazing show here. I am at the best location to view the show, the air show and the fireworks, because we're by the grasshopper statue, the part of Waterfront Park that kind of juts out of the river. And hello to everybody over at Rockies and Buckheads and Step over at the other buildings over there right now. Hello, we can see you, and what a great view. But this is the best view because we're right next to the 2nd Street Bridge. We're going to the barges out here, the jets and the Harrier and everybody else has been going right by us. We've got the other fireworks barge and the Big 4 right up that way, all easily viewable. And Chris here, you got here what time for the best seat?
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Are you hanging in there? You're gonna make it? You're gonna be able to stay awake till 10 o'clock?
Oh, yes, sir.
You seem dragging a little bit here. It's been a long day, but you've been doing this how many years now?
About 15 in a row.
15 in a row. Best seat in the house. What do you think?
Yes, sir, it is. Been here with them for about 5 years in a row, so it's best seat in the house. Used to be in the corner, now we're here and loving it.
And these, the aircraft, including this Harrier, just flew right over on top of us. It's quite the feeling, and you can feel the ground shake when this happens.
Yes, it's a best seat in the house for the air show and the fireworks. Every year we come down here, and normally it's a core group of people that come down here and get on the wall every year, and it's the same group of people every year. And it's really nice to see everybody come back every year for the same show.
All right, Chris, enjoy the rest of the show. The wind blowing off the river here makes it about 10 degrees cooler right at the riverfront than it does about 100 feet inland. But right now, we've got to go check the Harrier doing its hover trick there. This is a great show.
It's amazing. You ever think you could see a plane go into park in midair? Now he's hitting reverse.
Now he's going backwards.
He's going backwards.
Yeah, he's going backwards. That is all 22,000 pounds of thrust required right there. And you can see the black smoke coming out of the exhaust. The pilot's actually able to vary the exhaust nozzle in the direction that it's pointed in. And so as he flies out of it, you're going to see it start to move backwards. As he begins his 360-degree turn, that is just something else, isn't it?
If you think about the way a regular airplane flies, it gets its lift from going through the air so that the pressure above is lower than the pressure below the wing and therefore provides lift. Right now, he's using the engines to provide every ounce of lift that he has because he's not even moving at all.
How would you like to be in combat on the ground and see that plane coming in? It was one of the most important weapons in the Gulf War. Of course, it took part in combat operations during the Iraq War and Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan.
And another unique thing you can see now, he's got his gear down, and on the Harrier, the gear are both behind each other, and he has two small arms that come down with smaller wheels on the wings to help keep him balanced when he's on the ground.
The cameras are out here on the Belvedere. Folks are waving at it. Our crews on the Indiana side, are you guys getting a good look at this plane as well?
We are, Vicki. We're seeing the Harrier here hovering right behind us. Rob, tell us what goes into doing this.
Right, so underneath the wings you can see the racks where they'll either store missiles or bombs depending on what type of mission it's on. And like everyone's been talking about, great combat capability of this airplane. But even beyond all the combat capability this airplane has, it is a crowd favorite because how often you get to see a jet fighter stay in one spot and prance exactly like it's doing now. You know, it's like he's a great horseman. They're making the horse move from side to side.
So cool to see it defy gravity really there.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of fuel to do this, so they really have to trade off a lot of fuel weight to be able to maintain this position and do this, but it is a crowd favorite for sure. And it really goes back to what Penn and Paul were talking about with the Marines. The Marines like to form the air-to-ground team, MAGTAF, Marine Air-to-Ground Task Force. They fight in the air and on the ground together. It's part of the lore of the Marines and their expeditionary nature. And really their drive for aviation comes from the Second World War, where they felt that the Navy pulled out and they needed their air cover and they didn't have it. So the Marine aviation really blossomed during that time and has been with us ever since.
This is a look from our chopper cam here on WLKY at the Harrier demo underway right now. Probably a lot of kids' favorites here as they try to figure out, you know, what they want to do when they grow up. We were talking earlier, Rob, about how much time it takes before you can fly something like this.
Well, it takes quite a while. You know, your average military pilot has gone through a 4-year university program, some commissioning source, either a service academy or a reserve officer training corps at university. And then you go through a year of pilot training and another year at least of getting qualified in your aircraft, and then you're the entry level. And watching how he's able to climb out of this. So he's changing the vector of the thrust. Like Paul said, now he's getting air flowing over the wings to get lift. Just listen to that.
All right, quite a sight there in the skies here high above the Ohio River. We're going to send it back now to the other side, Belvedere there with Rick and Vicki. Guys, back to you.
Let's see what it looks like inside this Harrier.
Oh, unbelievable.
An inside look here from my cockpit cam. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you, where we're waiting for that video, Paul and I were just looking, what was it, 700 feet above the river, and you could see the river moving?
Yeah, so it's like a helicopter when they hover low over the water, the turbulence from the rotor wash, and he was that high, and still his thrust was rippling the surface of the water. A lot of power there.
What an amazing aircraft.
You know, Vicki said a minute ago, what it would be like seeing that if you're the enemy. Big 25-millimeter gun shells headed your way, but if you're a Marine on the ground, there is no better sight than seeing your Harrier roll in to help you out.
I bet that's true.
I had a chance to talk with Phil, the pilot of the Harrier demo on Thursday night, and just really talking to them about what it takes when you're in that hover, because it's really unlike any other type of flying that we do in fixed-wing aircraft. And one of the interesting things about the Harrier is that it has no automated hover systems. So in a helicopter, you're always working hard to work on that hover. In this plane especially, it's kind of like juggling while standing on top of a beach ball at the same time. It takes a lot of skill, a lot of practice, and certainly the folks that fly the Harrier are some of the best in the world. There's a good picture.
We've got a camera inside the cockpit there, getting a bird's eye view of what it looks like from the pilot's perspective.
And one of the traditions of the Marine pilots, they really feel connected to the Marines on the ground. They go through a lot of the same training. And so to show that, they wear that camouflage helmet cover right there. And that's pretty typical what you'll see through all Marine fleets.
And very impressive.
It's a great show.
It's all been great, hasn't it?
It has been perfect. As you can see, the sun starting to lower behind us as we're getting closer to the fireworks show. The Harrier really set the stage for us.
Boy, it did, didn't they? The cameras were out and the people moved as close to the rails as they could to take a look at the Harrier. We'll be back with more coverage here live from the Belvedere. WLKY is covering.